Welcome to another episode of Wog's Kitchen. On today's episode, I've got a tutorial called Karahi. So let's get started. In a deep pot, I'm going to use about half a cup of oil, and I've got here roughly 2.5 kilos of lamb shoulder. Now I'm going to cook this lamb shoulder off for roughly about an hour to an hour and a half, until the lamb shoulder is nice and tender. What I do to help with this process is I cook it in 10-minute intervals, and I leave the lid on and I keep checking it. So obviously it's not cooked yet, but I'm adding 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to add a thumb size of ginger and about 5 cloves of garlic. I haven't chopped this up yet. I'm not too worried about that because that's going to cook down, but I'll end up adding more later on when the dish is cooked. So same thing, I leave it on high heat and I keep checking up on it every 10 minutes. This is a very simple recipe. Unfortunately, it's just time consuming. So over here, this is roughly the 1 hour and 10-minute mark. As you can see, my meat has really browned. It's really soft and tender. So now I can start on the second part. So I'm now going to add more garlic and more ginger. And I've wedged up roughly about 12 tomatoes here. I'm going to cook the tomatoes down until it makes a nice thick sauce. Now, a lot of people, what they do is once the tomatoes are semi-cooked, they remove the skin of the tomatoes. I actually enjoy the skin of tomatoes, but that's up to you. As you can see, the tomatoes are cooking down. And what happens is this eventually turns into a very, very thick sauce. So I'm going to add some chilies. Now this dish normally calls for a lot of chilies. I haven't put a lot in, but put it however much you want. So I'm going to use a couple of tablespoons of Shan masala, Karahi masala. Traditionally in the Afghan version you don't use this and you just add a little bit of coriander, but each to their own. Now as you can see here that the oil's risen to the top and the tomatoes are fully cooked down into a sauce. So I'm just going to cook it on low heat for about another 5 to 10 minutes until it really thickens up. Literally guys, that's it. Now on top you would garnish with green chilies and coriander, but unfortunately I don't have any more fresh coriander. So I added a little bit of lemon on top. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoy. Until next time.